Beyond a small number of early adopters, the digital transition of construction began globally in earnest probably around 2010. With the innovative introduction of building information modeling as a requirement or a mandate by certain countries, in particular the United Kingdom, especially within the design area, has given this growth or this adoption of other digital tools that we have actually seen as being quite remarkable. So what's the purpose of this? And why do we really need to understand this fundamental shift of the way we've done business for so many years? And why are we being forced to become more enthusiastic about the technology? Remember, I said enthusiastic, not an expert. It is your professional responsibility to understand the relationship between digital information and asset management. What the mind can conceive, you can achieve. Try to visualize this digital model and what you want to become and what you're aiming to become. The saying is, practice is the mother of all skill. Now, this is also true with this new digital age that we are in. And I like to also compare karate to this new digital way of thinking. It has a basic format. It includes all techniques that you will need to defend yourself. Similarly, digital learning also carries a basic format. It does not include hundreds of different programs, but a master of a handful of them and a master of a handful of techniques using certain templates that you've developed or workflows over previous projects. This becomes your toolbox, and that will cover most of your basics within your project that you are on. This digital training varies from instructor to trainer, and each one of these trainers have fantastic qualities. From the moment, for example, when you enter a karate dojo, the student must put themselves into the right mindset. You are about to train your mind and your body. Much like karate, a BIM trainer is exactly the same. They need to be prepared to answer questions using their previous or traditional project processes, as well as entering into this digital training with an open mind, ready to absorb and learn everything that this new world is throwing at us within this new digital transformation process. The power in 3D lies in transcending it. By classifying data correctly, now we are able to embed information into 2D diagrams, these digital diagrams that carry the properties of the other dimensions in 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th dimension. This new way of working is to embrace technology, but not to become it. Learn how to transcend information onto others is your professional duty. In order to achieve maximum focus, I like to look at 5 basic principles. You need to learn to set up an information exchange requirement brief for your client, now referred to as an ERR. You need to understand the principles of a BIM execution plan, or a BEP. Some call it a digital execution plan. You need to understand the various software formats, not just the formats that you work with, but you need to understand the other disciplines that are on the project and how their workflows will work with other team members who are using the information that you are providing them. You need to understand the principles of a common data environment, how the information is managed, how the one source of the truth can benefit everyone on the project, not just you. And finally, updating the information in the model continuously throughout the project is crucial to the success of a healthy project. Do not hand this over to a document controller. It is your professional responsibility. It's fine to explore new ways of thinking or working on a project with a team, but it's all for naught if we fall back onto our old habits, or we go back into autopilot, as I like to call it. We need to redefine that autopilot The idea is not to hamper your professionalism or create more work for designers who tend to think that, or up their fees because of the more work that's involved with BIM. The worldwide explosion of digital construction, I think, is proof of success. These tools are proven to increase efficiencies. So let's give BIM a chance. Let's really look into the advantages of this new way of working.